Hi, I'm Vance Farino, and this is Juan Carlos Santana and Lee Brown. We've designed speed, agility, and quickness drills that bridge the gap between traditional resistance training and sport-specific activities. Everyone from sports and fitness professionals to children on a soccer field can benefit from SAQ training.
In this program, each section on speed, agility, and quickness begins with simple drills and progresses to more complex activities. Athletes and coaches should select specific SAQ drills based on their workout goals or desired level of intensity.
Along with other athletes, I will be demonstrating the correct technique for each drill. For peak performance, proper progression should be emphasized. Let's take a look at how you can use SAQ drills in your training program.
While SAQ training is considered moderate level exercise, you do need a solid foundation of basic strength training and conditioning. It's also important to warm up before each SAQ exercise session with an activity such as cycling, walking, or jogging. You can complete your warm-up by performing a few basic SAQ drills at a low intensity. Follow these guidelines for best results. SAQ training should progress from simple to complex movements and from low to high intensity. Always emphasize technique and form in all of the drills. Be fully recovered from previous workouts. And lastly, vary the workouts from light to heavy. Be sure not to include any hard back-to-back workouts. It's also important to remember that SAQ drills place significant physical demands on the body. It is suggested that they not be used more than twice a week to avoid excessive soreness or potential for injury. For most SAQ drills, athletes can perform these exercises for time or for a specific number of repetitions. Speed training helps athletes improve their stride length and frequency, acceleration, and sprinting technique. Whether it's a soccer player making a run, a wide receiver going long, or a basketball player on a fast break, speed is critical to high performance. Let's begin with basic drills for improving speed. The purpose of the stationary arm swing drill is to improve running mechanics and speed. Begin by standing with your feet shoulder width apart and your arms in a swinging sprinting motion. The elbow is bent at about a 90-degree angle. Keep your hands relaxed. They should come up to about shoulder level in the front and should pass the buttocks in the back. The arms should move forward and back without any wasted side-to-side motion. You can vary this exercise by sitting on the floor with legs straight out in front. This drill will help train the correct position of the arms. As the arms pass the lowest point of the swing, they shouldn't touch the ground. The purpose of the ankling drill is to increase the athlete's foot speed by minimizing contact with the ground. In this drill, jog with very short steps. Keep the foot action light and fast. Try to land and push off the balls of the feet. Skipping is one of the best ways to improve reflexes in the ankle. This quality is necessary to minimize ground contact. The result is an increase in stride length, which is the most important component in achieving maximum running speed. Keep the upper body in an upright and steady position at all times. The emphasis should be on fast, explosive ground contact and rapid leg recovery. The arm action should also be explosive, with elbows remaining at about a 90-degree bend with the hands relaxed. The foot strike should be light but powerful. Be careful not to slam the foot onto the ground. The B-skip drill also improves the reflexes in the ankle. This drill can be done stationary or with a forward motion. The athlete skips with the knee on the recovery leg, blocking as high as possible. Emphasize a quick leg extension followed by an explosive pawing motion and a drive through the hips. Strive for good form. The single leg run-through drill improves foot speed. Begin by setting up 8 to 10 hurdles, each 6 to 12 inches in height, about 3 feet apart. Athletes run with one leg outside the hurdles and the other leg over the hurdles. Emphasize a straight outside leg like this, and a quick A motion on the hurdling leg. In the run-through drill, the hurdles are set up as in the previous drill, about 3 feet apart. Perform an A run over the hurdles, emphasizing a quick knee up, toe up, and a quick heel to butt recovery. Run quickly through the drill with a 1-foot strike between hurdles. The purpose of the hurdle fast legs drill is to increase the athlete's speed. Stagger 8 to 10 hurdles so that half line up with the right leg and the other half line up with the left leg. The hurdle pattern should be 1 hurdle for the left leg, followed by a hurdle 3 feet away for the right leg. Repeat this pattern. The leg sequence is the left foot over the left hurdle and 2 steps in between the hurdles. In the parachute running drill, the athlete wears a belt with a small parachute attached by a cord. The parachute opens within 4 steps, depending on wind conditions. This device provides extra wind resistance. The falling starts drill teaches the athlete to relax his body so that he feels as though he's falling. When you step forward to catch yourself, the step should be a short one. This creates a positive shin angle, which is needed to drive the body forward. If the step is too long, the shin will be pointing up, which drives the body in that direction rather than forward. Acceleration runs help improve stride length. A special ladder or 18-inch sticks are placed on the running surface. Set up the acceleration ladder rungs or the sticks in the following sequence. 17 inches between rungs 1 and 2, 21 inches between rungs 2 and 3, 25 inches between rungs 3 and 4, and so on. This 4-inch increase for each rung should continue up to the maximum stride length of the athlete. This drill allows the athlete to be paced by the rungs. It also promotes proper foot placement and prevents overstriding. The purpose of the partner-resisted drill is to improve acceleration by having the athlete train with light resistance. The athlete attaches the harness and pulls his partner through a 15 to 20-yard acceleration run. Explosive starts and proper acceleration mechanics should be emphasized. The partner-assisted let-go drill increases the athlete's acceleration. A partner uses a towel, rope, or the hands to hold the athlete at a 45-degree lean. The athlete starts running, pumping his legs and arms. After 3 to 5 seconds, the athlete is released. He should explode out of this falling position, using fast leg and arm movements to recover from the falling sensation. The bullet belt drill is a combination of the partner-resisted and partner-let-go drills. The athlete assumes a falling start position and begins to accelerate. The partner providing the resistance releases the athlete by pulling a ripcord. The athlete should feel an overspeed sensation over the next 10 to 20 yards. Skipping for height is a fundamental exercise that works on the triple extension of the ankles, knees, and hips. The goal of this drill is to get as much height as possible. The athlete lands with the foot rolling from heel to toe and then pushes off for the skip. This skip for distance drill uses the same skipping technique as the skip for height drill. The only difference is that your goal now is to get as much distance as possible with each skip. Agility training helps the athlete make multi-directional movements while maintaining good body control and balance. Whether it's a basketball player making a cut, a tennis player hitting a running forehand, or a volleyball player blocking a shot, agility is crucial for success. We begin with basic drills for improving agility. The athlete performs the karaoke by stepping with the left leg behind the right. As the right leg steps back around, the left leg comes in front of the body. Allow for good hip rotation. This pattern is repeated for 20 yards. Perform the karaoke on both the right and left sides. This is an excellent warm-up drill. The tapioca is similar to the karaoke, but with a tighter, quicker foot pattern. Crossover skipping develops explosive mechanics for direction changes. Start in a two-point stance. Begin skipping laterally to your left, crossing the right leg over the left. Emphasize left hip extension and right hip flexion. Reversing direction, rotate the hips to the right as the left leg goes over and in front of the right. Keep your shoulder squared to the front. The 20-yard shuttle drill works on improving footwork, reaction time, and the athlete's ability to change direction. Start in a two-point stance, straddling the starting line. Turn to the left, sprint, and touch a line 5 yards away with the left foot. Turn back to the right, sprint 10 yards, and touch the far line with the right foot. Turn back to the left, sprint 5 yards through the start line to the finish. In the T drill, set up cones in a T formation 10 yards apart. The athlete starts at the first cone, sprints to the second cone, then shuffles 5 yards to the third cone, and 10 yards to the fourth cone. He then shuffles 5 yards to the center cone and backpedals to the starting cone. Repeat this drill for time or a specific number of repetitions. In the Icky Shuffle, the athlete stands to the left of the ladder and puts her right foot in the first box. She then puts her left foot in the same box. The right foot now moves out of the box to the right of the ladder, and the left foot follows but doesn't hit the ground. The left foot now steps in the second box and the pattern is repeated. You can use the zigzag drill to develop foot coordination. Start in a 2-point stance. Begin by standing at the right side of the agility ladder. The right foot steps over the left into the first box. Bring the left foot laterally in front of the right foot to the right side of the ladder. Now bring the right foot to the inside of the left foot. Step forward and laterally with the right foot and place it inside the second square. Step across the right foot with the left foot to the right side of the agility ladder. Bring the right foot laterally in front of the outside of the left foot. Continue this drill down the ladder. The crossover shuffle increases flexibility and power in the hips and also improves the athlete's ability to change direction. Stand with the ladder to your right. The left foot crosses over into the second square of the ladder. Laterally step with the right foot to the right side of the ladder. Immediately cross over with the right foot to the second square of the ladder. Then laterally step with the left foot to the left side of the ladder. The zigzag crossover shuffle drill improves crossover mechanics. Stand with the ladder to your right. Cross over with your left foot to the first square of the ladder. Your right foot follows behind your left foot, so it lands on the right side of the ladder. The left foot follows the right foot, also landing on the right side of the ladder. The right foot now steps across the left, landing in the second square of the ladder. The slalom ski jump drill develops agility, balance, coordination, and quickness. Start in a 2-point stance. Begin at one end of the agility ladder. Keeping both feet together, jump back and forth over the ladder in a zigzag pattern. This drill may also be performed on one leg as you become more experienced. All of these ladder drills can be performed backwards. The one-side skier's drill develops agility and rotational mechanics. Start in a 2-point stance on the run of the side strike and perpendicular to it. Jump and rotate 90 degrees so as to land with both feet on the side angle. Jump back to land in the original position. The side-to-side skier's drill helps athletes improve their ability to change direction. For example, a tennis player at the net turning and running to get a lob. The athlete stands perpendicular to the angles in the middle of the run. She jumps and rotates in mid-air so as to land with both feet on the left angle and facing the run. Immediately, she jumps back, rotating in mid-air to land in the original position. The athlete jumps and rotates in mid-air so as to land with both feet on the right angle and facing the run. Immediately, she jumps back, rotating in mid-air to land in the original position. The side-to-side with contralateral reach drill improves the athlete's lateral agility, rotational transition, and balance. For example, a basketball player picking up a loose ball. Start in a 2-point stance with a slight bend in the knees. Drop into a slight squat and swing the left leg out in a speed skating fashion. Now push off the slide board side support and glide to the left. When you reach the left side, reach across your body with your right hand. Push off again from the left side and repeat. The side-to-side with front and back rotation drill also improves the athlete's lateral agility and balance. Start in a 2-point stance with a slight bend in the knees. Drop into a slight squat and swing the left leg out in a speed skating fashion. Push off the slide board side support and glide to the left side. While in transition, rotate clockwise so as to land on the left support with the right foot. Push off the slide board side support and glide to the right. While in transition, rotate counterclockwise so as to land on the right support with the right foot. When you make contact, push off again and repeat. Perform this drill to both the right and left side. The stand up from 4 points drill begins with the athlete on his hands and knees. He then gets up as fast as possible. The drill can also be performed from a sitting position. Lying down position, both prone and supine, or the athlete can sprawl on the ground and get back up. The drill becomes more specific when a skill is added, such as throwing a ball or sprinting to a specific point. The forward roll over the shoulder drill works on the athlete's total body agility. Start in a 2-point stance with the right foot forward. Bend over and fall forward. As you are about to make contact with the ground, roll over the left shoulder, coming back up to your feet. Perform forward rolls over both shoulders and with either foot forward. The backward rollover shoulder drill also develops agility. The backward roll begins in a 2-point stance. Bend the legs and sight the ground behind you over your left shoulder. Fall backward, and as you are about to make contact with the ground, roll back over the left shoulder, coming back up to your feet. Then perform backward rolls over the other shoulder. The cartwheel drill develops total body awareness. Start in a 2-point stance. Laterally flex to the right and put your right hand on the ground. Continue to turn, putting your left hand on the other side of your right hand. As your feet pass over you, land facing in the same direction in which you started. Perform the drill on both sides. The Z-Ball 21 drill helps you work on reaction skills and the ability to change direction. Begin by throwing a Z-ball up into the air. Let it bounce as many times as you can while counting bounces. Catch it before it goes into a roll. You award yourself the number of Z bounces. The first person to get to exactly 21 wins. The drop and get up drill begins by throwing a Z-ball up into the air. Now drop to the ground and do a push-up, then catch the ball before it bounces twice. As a variation, have a partner release the ball while the athlete is on the ground. Quickness training helps athletes shorten their reaction time in sport movements. Whether it's a basketball player getting a rebound, a hockey goalie making a stop, or a softball player making a tough catch, quickness is an important component to athletic success. Let's look at the SAQ drills for quickness. The back pedal drill begins with the athletic stance. Maintain your center of gravity over your base of support and run backwards. Use good arm action and stay low. For a variation, you can make directional changes. Multi-directional skipping improves the athlete's quickness and coordination. While skipping, respond to commands or cues to change your direction, using forward, backward, and side skipping. Always stay facing a target in front of you. There are two variations of the side shuffle. The first allows for long, fluid lateral movement. Notice that the athlete's feet never cross, and they stay squared to the front. This is a very good warm-up drill for the abductors and adductors. The second variation begins in an athletic position and is performed in a much quicker manner. Bunny jumps enhance elastic strength in the ankle. Perform fast multiple jumps into every square of the ladder. Use a quick ankling motion. Minimize ground contact. You can add difficulty to this drill by adding a skill at the end of it. The hopscotch drill improves lower body quickness. Start with one foot on each side of the ladder. Jump with both feet into the first space. Then widen the feet so that each one lands on the outside of the ladder. Then jump with both feet into the next square on the ladder. Keep repeating. In-place ankle jumps improve elastic strength and quickness in the lower body. Perform in-place jumps just using the ankle. Spend a minimum amount of time on the ground. As a variation, you can jump over a line on the ground, back and forth, or sideways. As a variation, you can also skip rope while jumping to designated spots on the ground. The lateral skater's drill also improves quickness in the lower body. Begin with both feet together and push off laterally with one leg. Upon landing, immediately push off in the opposite direction and continue the drill. To develop quickness, perform as many reps as possible in 10 seconds or less. This drill can also be done with a contralateral reach. The medicine ball lateral shuffle and pass drill also works on improving quickness in the upper body. Begin with two partners shuffling laterally while making chest passes back and forth to each other. The distance apart is determined by the weight of the ball and the strength of the athletes. When the athletes reach a specified target, they switch direction, repeating the drill. The mirror lateral shuffle and pass drill is a variation on the medicine ball shuffle. Here, one athlete leads the drill by shuffling left or right in an attempt to lose his partner. The other partner mirrors this movement and continues making chest passes. This drill should be limited by time. The medicine ball squat, overhead throw, bounce and catch drill uses a rubber medicine ball that can bounce. The athlete holds the ball chest high, then squats down. As the athlete squats, the medicine ball is swung between the legs and thrown overhead for height and distance. The athlete then turns and sprints toward the ball and attempts to catch it before the second bounce. Notice how the athlete catches the ball as it's going down, loading the muscles eccentrically. This increases the explosive power that can be generated in the following concentric movement. The medicine ball squat, push toss, bounce and catch drill also uses a rubber medicine ball. The athlete begins by holding the ball chest high, squatting down, and then throwing the ball for height and distance. The athlete has to be quick enough to catch it before it bounces a second time. Make sure the ball is not too light, or it will be very difficult for the athlete to retrieve it in time.
Right.
The ball drops with a partner drill improves
Right.
the visual stimulus response.
Right.
Begin with two athletes about 3 feet apart. One athlete is holding two balls at shoulder height. As he releases one of the balls, he calls out which hand he wants the athlete to use to catch the ball. Stability ball cyclic impact lockouts strengthen the body's core and its ability to absorb impact. Assume a hands-on ball push-up position. Keep the abdominals, lower back, and hips tight. Release the ball, then fall forward, landing on the ball with your upper abdominals. As you bounce off the ball, secure it with the hands and lock out the arms. Medicine ball wall chest passes improve quickness in the upper body. The athlete faces a wall with the medicine ball held in front of the chest. The ball is push passed to a point on the wall directly in front of the athlete. As the ball rebounds, the athlete receives the ball and quickly decelerates and then accelerates to push the ball back to the wall. This drill is repeated for a specific number of repetitions depending on the level of workout desired. The medicine ball wall side toss improves rotational speed. The athlete faces a wall with the medicine ball held at the side. The ball is thrown to a point on the wall to the left of the athlete. The athlete then catches the ball on the throwing side and continues for any number of repetitions. He then switches to the right side and repeats the drill. The athlete can then progress to a side-to-side pattern, throwing from one side of the body and catching with the other. The ball is thrown from this side to a point on the wall directly in front of the athlete. The ball should now continue to the other side. This causes the athlete to decelerate after the first throw and then accelerate to receive the ball on the other side. This drill is repeated for any number of repetitions depending on the level of workout desired. The medicine ball wall overhead toss improves the athlete's explosive power in throwing or overhead activities. Using the wall, the athlete loads the ball over and behind the head, extending the entire body. Use the whole body to throw the ball against the wall, not just the arms. Keep a parallel stance with the feet flat during the loading or cocking phase. For a variation, step back from the wall. This becomes more explosive as the athlete's feet come off the ground, similar to a soccer throw-in. Be sure to catch the ball over the head in order to load the body for the next throw. The side strike side shuffle is effective in improving quickness in the lower body. Begin with the athlete standing with the right foot on the right angle and the left foot on the flat run. She takes a short lateral step to the run with the left foot, then with the right foot. The left foot then hits the left angle. She then takes a short lateral step to the run with the right foot, then with the left foot. The right foot then hits the angle. Repeat as often as desired. The front shuffle improves an athlete's ability to make a quick first step. The athlete stands with both feet on the run, facing one of the angles. She takes a short forward step to the angle with the right foot, then shuffles with the left foot on the run. The right foot then steps on the run. Repeat with the left foot. The back shuffle improves quickness in the lower body. The athlete stands with both feet on the run facing away from one of the angles. She takes a short step back to the angle with the right foot, then shuffles with the right foot on the run. The right foot then steps on the run. Repeat with the left foot. Repeated standing long jumps improve lower body power. Start standing with both feet about shoulder width apart or slightly narrower. Load the legs by flexing the knees and hips and cocking the arms backward. Propel your body up and out for distance by extending the legs and using the arms to help thrust the body forward for distance. Upon hitting the ground, quickly reload and repeat the jumps. Repeated barrier jumps use hurdles, cones, or boxes for barriers. Begin by propelling your body over the barrier by jumping forward using ankle, knee, hip extension. While maintaining a vertical body posture, tuck the knees to the chest while clearing the obstacle. Use a double arm swing to maintain balance and aid in vertical height. Upon hitting the ground, quickly reload and explode into the next jump. The plyo to sprint drill will improve quickness and power in the lower body. Perform any plyometric exercise and sprint immediately upon landing. The plyometric exercise may be stationary or movement-oriented. You can perform one or more repetitions before the sprint. When designing a sports-specific SAQ training program, first determine the skill you wish to work on, such as basketball rebounding, softball hitting, or soccer dribbling. Next, identify the SAQ drills that most closely resemble the sport-specific skill you want to improve. For example, basketball players seeking to become better rebounders would select drills that improve lower body strength and explosiveness. Softball hitters would select drills emphasizing upper body quickness. And soccer players would select drills designed to improve lateral movement and acceleration. Lastly, combine speed, agility, and quickness drills with sport-specific activities, such as throwing, kicking, or catching a ball. These combination drills will increase the complexity and effectiveness of your sport-specific training. For example, this combination drill adds a catching and throwing sport activity to an agility drill. This drill now recreates the change of direction movements common to many sports, such as a tennis player pushing off for a volley, or a basketball player moving laterally to receive a pass. Another good combination drill is the ladder drill to skill. Here, the athlete performs any of the agility ladder drills while looking at a coach or partner who is positioned at the opposite side of the ladder. The athlete reacts to the coach partner throwing a ball, such as a football, baseball, or tennis ball, to either side of the ladder. The athlete in mid-run catches or hits the ball to the side of the throw. Be creative and put together combinations for your specific sport.
The SAQ drills in this program have been designed to assist the coach or athlete in developing a sport-specific training program. When you regularly incorporate these SAQ exercises in your training, you'll soon experience the competitive edge.
If you'd like more information on SAQ training, you can order the companion book from Human Kinetics.